We'll have time for one more question for the candidates for commissioner, and that is, what do you think you can or should do in working with the city and the LADC in order to further economic development in Laramie and the county?
Tim Chestnut, Albany County Commissioner Candidate, Democrat. I think one of the things is just meetings that we've had just within the last few days. We really need to diversify the county. We've got a consumer-based economy here, and that's all we have. We have people talk about unemployment in the county. There's almost zero unemployment in the county because it's all service industries. The students take up the jobs working at the mini marts and the fast food places, but we need to get high-paying jobs for people that can sustain a family and live here. There's a project proposed to go in north of town. It's the Pete Lean project. It's a multi-million-dollar rock quarry that's going in, and it has the potential of changing the way Mountain Cement does. Mountain Cement's the largest non-governmental employer in the county. We don't have any other animals like that. We need to get these people in here. I would really like to see one of the assets we have here, not just the wind. We have high altitude. There's a 200,000 square foot facility in Boulder, Colorado that tests high altitude products for automobiles. I mean, we're 2,000 feet higher. We need to take, when people talk about thinking outside the box, those are the assets that we have here. We need to get something that people can live on, families. When I started here, I know deputy sheriffs were able to qualify for food stamps. We need to get things so that people don't have to have two jobs to sustain their families.
Jerry Kennedy, candidate for county commissioner. These economic development things take time. We've seen many of them in Albany County that they looked real good for a while, and then all of a sudden they kind of went down. We need something that's a real stable base. I think there's a lot of things could be brought in that would be something that there would be demand for, and keep things so that those people can keep those businesses here. It's better to have them here in Albany County than it is across the line to the south or east or someplace else. And I think if we get the right kind of economic development and the city and the county work together, I think that we can do it. A lot of times it's really hard because what one thinks is a good project, maybe the other one doesn't. And many times when there are those conflicts between the city and the county, there's usually a reason underneath, and maybe we don't see that. But when you get them all together, the things come to light.
Hugh Lockhart, Democrat and County Commissioner. The people in Albany County, it seems like the city and the county don't always work towards this. There's some businesses that came in. I think we've even built buildings for them, and they went out, and they were good businesses. But it's really kind of shaky here in Laramie. It seems like anything that's coming in, somebody's got something against it. It'd be my hope that we bring in better jobs, better businesses, and I know there's one going in right now out at Murdoch's. It's a place in Cheyenne, which quite a few Laramie people go to Cheyenne and shop at Murdoch's, and it's going in when the old Penny's building, and I think that's going to help some jobs. It's probably not the highest paying jobs that we'd like to have, but it's a start, and I don't know. If I'm elected, I'm going to pursue some of these things and see why we can't get them to come to Laramie, and they all go to Cheyenne, it seems like. So that's my thought on it. Thank you.
Pat Gabriel, Democrat, Albany County Commissioner. Before we wrap this up, I just wanted to thank the League of Women Voters for putting on this forum, and also for the voters guide that you provide for the Laramie Boomerang. I know a lot of work goes into that, and it's very valuable for myself, and I hope for all of the electorate in Albany County. So thank you for all of the work that the League does. Okay. Laramie Economic Development Corporation over the years, I believe it was formed in 1986, 85 perhaps. It's been a wonderful organization over the years. It gets some county and city funding, but primarily from private donations. And over my experience as a county commissioner, we have dealt very well with the city and LADC on projects. And I think what we need to continue to do is cooperation, sit down and talk, visit the issues that are upon us, and try and work them out the best we can. I think we've done that over the years, and I feel very good. And I know we'd like to have more, the better paying jobs that Hugh has talked about and Tim's mentioned. Hopefully they're going to be coming. Downturn in the economy, probably not in the near future anyway, but I know that LADC is continuing their efforts, and hopefully city and county can also aid in that effort.
John Bringman with Republican for County Commissioner. It happens every morning. I'm listening, as I'm getting up and getting ready to go get on with my day. I'll be listening to the radio and I'll hear an advertisement from the Albany County Tourism Board. And I'm like, okay. Brings to mind an issue that a voter brought to me. He says, we don't advertise in Albany County very well. We need to revamp the way that we advertise ourselves out to the rest of the, rest of the state and the region. And that would help in bringing in, tourists and also possibly businesses. I also thought about the possibility of, we have a few buildings that don't have anything, like the Star Trek building and a couple other ones. Why not get with the city and see what we can do about perhaps, buying up those properties and then leasing them out to businesses and then leasing them or renting them to owner or something like that, where we can basically get some business in there that'll create economic activity. In the meantime, we're getting a little bit of revenue off the rent. Also, just some various other economic development projects with like West Laramie and such. We have, the ability, and we have the people, and we have the possibilities out there. We just need to work between the county and the city to see what we can do about bringing some of those to fruition.